Hey guys, being home for the holidays gave me a unique opportunity to look over the Neopets merch that I amassed when I was a child slash young teenager, and I thought you guys might want to see it too. I know this isn't the biggest Neopets collection that you're going to find on YouTube or anywhere else on the internet, but I'm pretty proud of it. It's my humble little collection. To start off, most of these you're going to immediately recognize as Neopets McDonald's merchandise. These have the M on their little tag, and they have, I believe I have two generations of Neopets McDonald's toys here. They are a little bit cheaper. I don't have many plushes that were distributed at Target or Limited Too just because they were so expensive. And because these were at McDonald's, my mom was able to ask her coworkers to try to collect them for me. At the time I was getting into Neopets, was when the McDonald's promotions were going. I was pretty young, it was the early aughts, so I didn't really have the means to go out and get them myself. So, huge shout out to Mom for enabling me there. This black Aisha is my absolute favorite. We've been together for so long. I really loved the heck out of this. She sat next to my computer monitor for years. I did cut off all the tags because, I don't know, that's how you know that you really love something. Most of these are in new condition with all of their tags. I never really sought these plushies. My mom did pick up some, I know, from secondhand stores because she knew that I really cared about Neopets so much growing up. It was a big formative part of my childhood. So I have a lot of these. I haven't purchased any in my adult life. Don't get me wrong, when I started working my job, I definitely spent a lot of money on Neocash and Neopets Premium. I've not specifically pursued the plushes or stuffed animals or any type of Neopets plush, just because to me they are not Neopets, they're like a part of Neopets that never really spoke to me. But the things I do have I'm really pleased with, like these plushes, and the boxes that they're in are from buying so many Neopets trading cards. I did get really into the Neopets trading cards. I'm actually pretty impressed by this green Yerble's ear work and the fluff on him. I think they did a good job recreating that. This yellow Valley is the only Limited 2 plush I have. I did a lot of shopping at Limited 2 when I was in this age range, so it was spot on. They were very expensive, and so I never really asked my mom to get me any. We were there for clothes, not for plushies. This Yellow Valley tag says, the Yellow Valley. Valleys are rather nervous little things. Their oversensitive ears always alert them of slightest danger long before it arrives. Very cute little things. It's such a high quality plush. The rest of these all are from McDonald's. Something else that she did get for me from Limited Too are these Neopets CD cases, and let's just look what I have inside. Lady Gaga, Pink, Backstreet Boys, a mix CD for my college magazine, and they have the certified Neopets tag on the inside. I definitely have used these CD cases a lot over the years. I would think that they're the most useful Neopets merchandise that I've received. I have 3. I don't actually know how many they created. I definitely hope that these are the only 3 that they created. I would hate to hear that I have incomplete set. And this is, of course, full of more early aughts, late 90s music for the white uni. I think I may take one of these back with me, but I do not even have a CD player or a DVD player in New York. I think I would probably take either the Glurt or the Cloud Aisha. The Glurt one is completely empty. I don't have that many CDs or DVDs. I really don't keep that kind of stuff. I think these are the best condition of any of my Neopets merch, and they're just incredibly useful on their own as individual objects. While I may have to invent a use for those CD cases, something I definitely do not need to invent a use for are these really great Neopets notebooks. I have one of Illusion and one of Fiora. And while the art I don't really think is internally consistent between the two covers, these are great notebooks. The ruling on the pages are so wide that I actually couldn't use it in college or in high school or grade school. I imagine I got it sometime in there. I could never find a use. But since I work in an office and I take lots of notes, I can definitely take this back to New York City with me, and I would love to have these. These are something that I'm proud to have. I got them at a Target on clearance. They were definitely left over from the previous year. It was a total fluke that they were still there. My mom was nice enough to purchase them for me, so that's really great, and I still have them to this day. Moving on from the notebooks, the elefante in the room is my Neopets trading card collection. So I do have a lot of pride for this. This is something I can only show you when I'm at home just because of the sheer size. I have all these really rare limited edition cards. Well, I don't have all of them, but I'm pretty proud of the ones I do have. And the crowning jewel is definitely this red Skeeth card, which is hand illustrated. I freaked out when I opened the deck of cards. This was inside. My mom would take me to the mall every week, and she would buy me 3 packs of cards, and I always got Neopet cards, and when I opened that and the red Skeeth was in there, I freaked out. I also, did all of my Neopets cereal and everything just to try to get all my cards and to celebrate Neopets. Some of these cards I did buy online. I think I've purchased one eBay set of cards. It's incomplete, but it was like a pile of cards and I integrated it in. Those boxes that I showed, I basically was the only person buying the cards, and so whenever they would sell out, they would just give me the box, and I have them sorted by number within their deck. I've also played a few times, mostly with my brother, just because there was no one else to play with, so he was a real good sport with me as a child. I have so many dupes. I would love to come up with a way to get rid of all these cards, just because I don't use them. This is my first time looking at them in over a year. I have a lot of shiny holographic cards. Just unfortunately, the price I don't think has matured with the card's age. Just because I have them doesn't mean they're worth anything. I definitely like them as objects. I think that they're well designed and the art is beautiful on these cards. And there's so much lore in the Neopets cards that exist only in the cards and not in sight. I love everything about the Neopets trading cards. Even the back of the cards is well designed, and it's strongly my aesthetic. It's not something that I actively am trying to complete or that I intend to ever complete. I see lots of these go on sale on eBay all the time, and I'm so tempted to buy out just an entire set, or to buy stacks anytime they show up, anytime on any Facebook group or the Reddit chat that some go for sale. I get super itchy palms over the situation and just want to spend all my money on Neopets trading cards. At the same time, these cards live at my parents' house. My parents live in St. Louis. I live in New York City. These cards are very heavy. I'm not going to transport them there. I don't have a use for them in New York City. So these are going to remain living in St. Louis. I would love to somehow disperse them to people who strongly care about them, or even some kind of raffle to you guys. But at the same time, that takes a lot of effort to organize, and I don't know, maybe in 5 or 10 years I could come up with a better way to get them to someone. I have so many shinies and duplicates. I would really love to have a convenient way to get them to people who really care about them. I do care about these cards very much. I love them for what they are, and they make me really happy as objects. But I don't have enough space in my apartment. Transporting them would be heavy. It's not a practical object. So there lies my conundrum of what to do with these cards. So they kind of live in storage right now. Yeah, these are, I don't know, my happiest physical Neopets objects. Anyways, so this was my Neopets collection. I'm going to take those notebooks home with me, maybe one CD case, that black Aisha, but I think the rest of these guys are all going to go into storage. I don't know what I'm going to do with those card boxes long term, but hey, thanks for watching and checking these things out with me. Oh, so I keep these plushies in a box with my Pokemon, and I found this green Kiko that for some reason was separated from the rest of the clutch, but this is actually a pretty well-made Kiko. Frankly, it's the best out of all of the McDonald's plushies that was out. It's well designed, it's really well made for a Kiko. What a weird Neopet in the first place. I did have Neopets magazines, but I thoroughly loved them. I cut them up and used them as posters, and I treasured them, so they live on in my heart and my memories. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I do live stream every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope to see you guys around. Thanks!